It's a question that I get all the time and one I ask of myself all the time. Is that extra money really worth it for a river view or a pool view or a garden view at one of the Disney resorts? Or is it only worth it if you're staying at maybe a moderate or deluxe resort for maybe a Magic Kingdom view or some other view that really enhances the experience? In my opinion, this decision depends totally on which resort you are staying at, so I'm going to run through a few of my favorites and let you know what I think. Let's start first with a large group category and then we'll get to some individual resorts. First off, let's start with all of the value resorts, excluding Art of Animation, and several of the moderate resorts. You'll notice that several of these have the standard view, then maybe a garden view, then a pool view, and some of them even have a river view. Now, in my opinion, I don't think you need one of these rooms to enhance your magical experience. Yes, they would enhance the view and you'd be able to see maybe some water in the morning or a garden in the morning, and that would be great, so it's not bad to get them, but I don't think it's essential to really making that trip extra magical. That being said, if you have a disability, you may want to look at where some of these rooms are located, because maybe a garden view is closer to the central building than the standard view. Now let's move on to some of those specific resorts, and let's start first with the Art of Animation, the value resort. If you have 4 or fewer guests in your party, the decision for you is very easy. Just pick the Little Mermaid room and off you go. If you have more than 4 but less than 6 guests in your traveling party, you're going to need a suite, and this comes down to your personal preference. The Lion King, Finding Nemo, Cars, it doesn't matter. Whatever you like best, because they all cost the same. Next up, let's move to the Contemporary Resort, and this one is absolutely 100% worth the upgrade. If you've never been to the Contemporary Resort before, when you see it in pictures, you might think the entire resort is just that large tower. Most of it is, but it has a garden wing as well, and I recommend if you are staying at the Contemporary Resort and spending that much money on your resort, it is 100% worth it, in my opinion, to upgrade to the tower. Now, that being said, I do realize in this example the difference between the garden and the tower is over $150 more per night, and for many, including myself, that is totally not doable. But that being said, does that mean that the garden view is bad? Not at all. Just go into it understanding that you won't be staying in the tower. If you just like the convenience and being close to the Contemporary, you are going to love it. It's a great spot, but if you don't know the difference and you expect to be in the tower, you will be disappointed, so just keep that in mind. Now, there are some resorts at Walt Disney World that have those different views, like the Nature View and the Courtyard View at Wilderness Lodge, but then you have some special categories like the Fireworks View and the special Courtyard View with the Bunk Bed. Now, do I feel like the Courtyard View with the Bunk Bed would add to the experience for young ones in your family who really want to have that rustic nature feel to their room and want those bunk beds? Yes, I do. I also feel the same way about the Fireworks View, and the same could be said for the Contemporary Resort and several other resorts around the monorail line near the Magic Kingdom. Seeing the fireworks from your resort can add to the experience in a brand new way. Now we come to some of my favorite resorts at Walt Disney World: Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jumbo House, and Kidani Village. And you're looking at these prices and you're saying right away, Michael, you're going to talk about the Savanna View, right? Absolutely. You're looking at that standard view, you're saying, okay, $450, that is a lot as it is. Michael, $200 more a night for just that Savanna View. Should I get it? Absolutely, without hesitation. I personally could not afford this unless I'm saving up for an entire year and my family's helping with me. It just wouldn't happen. But if you are staying maybe for a honeymoon trip or something extra special and you want to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you have definitely got to prioritize that Savanna. It is 100% worth it to wake up in the morning, see the animals out there. If you don't get the Savanna, I don't recommend staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. That is how important it is. I know that is a strong statement, but the reason I'm saying it is because my family and I did try that one time. Only for a few days on a longer adventure. We just wanted to try it without that Savanna View, and it was a completely different experience. We wish we had stayed at maybe a value or moderate resort during that time, gotten more time around Walt Disney World, and not even stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, maybe visited Animal Kingdom Lodge without staying there without the Savanna View. So if you're there, it's gotta be Savanna, otherwise maybe just visit. Now on to the different club level rooms all around Walt Disney World. These prices are unbelievably high, and I've been asked many times, Michael, is it worth it? In my opinion, it can be for the right family. Being able to access the concierge lounge and have these great rooms with food available all the time, absolutely, it's a great amenity. Is it worth that price? In my opinion, right now, to me, probably not. To be honest with you, I would rather have a Savanna View or a Fireworks View over the concierge, but don't forget, this is just my opinion. Now, a bigger question about all of these upgrades. If I could choose a longer Disney adventure at a value or a moderate resort, or a shorter Disney adventure, maybe a club level or Savanna View room, which would I choose? To me, I would always choose that value resort or moderate resort with the longer stay, but that's just my thought. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. Also, let me know if you have a favorite room category. Maybe it's the River View at Port Orleans, or the Savanna View is one of your all-time favorites at Kidani Village, just like mine. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.